back to my channel. Welcome back finally to another speed build video. How are you guys doing? Today we are going to be working on I call this a luxury log cabin. I think I'm gonna go with that name because it's the name on the gallery for this one. But this is actually a stream build. I built this on stream. Apologies for the train again. It actually interrupts my thinking a lot more than it interrupts you who are listening, actually. But anyways, this is I worked on this on stream. It took me about like 5 streams to do this, 5 full 3-hour streams to work on this, but it was actually a request by one of my viewers. On my stream, I asked my viewers to request builds for me to do, so I can kind of like, work on something that everyone wants to see together. So for this one, it was a request to do the Bill Gates Xanadu 2.0 house. So basically Bill Gates' house. I'll try to link a photo of this in the description box below or like a link, or at least like let you know how to spell the name of this thing down below in the description box, just in case you're curious how it looks like. But I didn't really want to do like a whole mansion, so I went for like inspired instead. So I just took like one small little fraction of the home that I thought was quite nice, which is pretty much like the main focal point, I think, of most of the images that you see when you Google the house. And I used it and turned this into like a U-shaped luxury log cabin, because inside it's actually not too big. I specifically wanted it to be smaller, so I chose a really small lot to do this on. This is a 20 by 30 lot in Hanford on Bagley. I think this is the lot in the neighborhood where the park is. That's all I can tell you. So yeah, by now you can see that the shape of the house is sort of together. You'll see that I skip a lot of footage here and there because I stream this one, right? So half the time I forget to record, which is really, really, really bad of me, but I am really scatterbrained about this kind of stuff. So apologies if you see a little bit of like cuts here and there, but it's not too big of a deal, I hope. It's still quite a sizable video after all. It took me way too long to build this, honestly, but there was a lot of landscaping that I actually deliberately cut out because there's so much. I really wanted to, I don't know, it looked like it was on a hill. I mean, I think the actual build by the Bill Gates one is like like rich people houses, it takes up so much land, right? But it looks like it was by a lake or something, and in the forest sort of. So it's more like a mountainous area. I could be absolutely wrong, by the way. I'm not saying that this is what the actual house is, but it has that kind of vibe, like in the forest sort of vibe, but make it luxury. So I tried to go for that vibe. So inside I really wanted a darker, cozier vibe, which is very Chermy. So I went for that kind of vibe. I do change things up once in a while, but now you can see that I actually skipped to a almost complete kitchen because I forgot to press record until it was too late. But basically I just kind of mapped out the entire kitchen layout situation, but the decorating starts now, so I think you didn't miss much. You know you can see where everything is placed. Because it's a U-shaped house and it's a really small one, and it's really quite narrow no matter where you look. It turned out to be a really small space. So what I did was I chose to put the kitchen in a little corner, and it turned out looking quite like it's not really a mini kitchen, but it's small enough that it's not like a rich person's kitchen. So I don't know, when I was building this, I was thinking that maybe this is a house that rich people would come to stay for a little bit, like for vacation or something. I don't know, but it's a really small kitchen for something so luxe. But I liked how it turned out very much. I used a lot of the 2 mods. As you can see, I used 2 mod to merge a island living vase upside down with the base game soap dispenser to make a special soap thing. soap dispenser kind of situation. I like doing that. I figured that out when I was working on my cafe build, the Terrace Hills Cafe build, if you guys remember that one. If not, it is available on my channel. You guys should go and watch it because it's one of my proudest works. I think it looked really nice. Yeah, so this is pretty much the kitchen. I feel like I haven't stopped talking since I started this video, and it's I'm running out of breath. Okay, I have taken a breath. I hope everyone's doing fine. I haven't uploaded a new speed build in about 2 weeks, 2 Sundays, because it's well, Chinese New Year literally just ended yesterday, because Chinese New Year takes a total of 15 days, and for this year, Chinese New Year started on the 1st of February, and today it is, when I'm recording this, is the 16th of February, so it literally just ended, and I had festivities to go to for the first week, and then I stumbled through the second week, and honestly, I wasn't doing really well mentally, so lots of air quotes excuses, not really excuses. I really hate that I think that not feeling well enough mentally to work on things is an excuse, but it does feel like it because you've been brought up that way, you know what I mean. But basically, I've been struggling, so I didn't get a video up for 2 weeks. I was very consistent with the Bear Legacy though, so I'm very proud of myself for that. But for this speed build, it took me a little bit longer than I really intended to, but I'm really glad that it's up now because I really enjoy this build actually. I took my time building it and editing it. Well, I didn't take my time editing it. I edited whenever I could. It's a long build to edit. 5 streams, that's 15 hours of footage that I had to like look through to put this together. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. I mean. So there you see I talked through the living space and the kitchen. Lots of not decluttering, cluttering happening over here, and I really like this dining area space actually. It's one of my favorite corners of the house actually. It doesn't look really good on photos, I must admit, but as a kind of like a corner of the house, it might be one of my favorites. It looks really nice, and I would love to have a meal, like a cozy indoors meal here in this little corner of this U-shaped cabin. So this house is divided down the middle a little bit. So one wing, the left wing, is more of a public space, and then the right wing, as you can see here, I've divided with the wall, so that demarcates the private space in a sense. So this is the I guess the public bathroom, not public, but like the guest bathroom, or the bathroom that guests, if they come, they can use. It's gonna be here. It's like well decked out with a toilet and also with a standing shower, and it looks really luxe, and I really like it. I love doing this layout for my bathrooms actually. It looks really nice. Yeah, that's the bathroom, and oh my goodness, I'm talking faster than my video can go. Wow. Right, okay. I'm sorry guys. Right, so this is the bedroom. Probably my favorite room in the entire build because it's really cozy, and by now when I was putting this together, I was like, nah, this is not Bill Gates' house. Before that I was still trying to make like a luxury rich person's house, but right now I'm like, no, this is what Shermie would do if she has a house like this. This is how Shermie would decorate her house. So this bedroom turns out being really plantsy, very cozy, very, I don't know, it's just like full of plants, warm tones, a little cluttered but very cozy looking, with lots of fur rugs, and there's a fireplace in this room as well. Yeah, and it's also a sizable room, so I was managed. Oh my goodness, I was able to put in a cupboard, a wardrobe, and a bookshelf, some little cabinets here and there, and this is an artwork, a diptych by FruitLoops 40 on the gallery. It's a no CC painting, so when you download this, it's still not going to be marked as CC. And I kind of did like a custom little thing with like some of the picture frames, the square picture frames from the game itself, and I made that thing, and I was like, oh my god, that's very good. So I just kept it like that. So I made my own custom painting, and I'm really proud of that. yeah, that's the story for that painting. And usually for my builds, because my mom raised me that way, I'm not supposed to sleep facing a mirror. So I was like, oh, why am I doing this? Putting a mirror right in front of the bed above the fireplace. But I was like, it's just a Sims build. And I know that in other cultures it's actually okay to do that. It's just my parents don't really like it. They don't really like doing that. I don't know if it's a Chinese thing or like a feng shui thing, but it is something. And I was a little hesitant to do that, but I did it in the end, and I do like how it looks, but I probably won't be living like that. I'll probably replace that with a picture if I'm actually supposed to sleep in this room. But you know, it's nice. Interior design speaking, you know. Yep, and everything is just falling into place as we go along. I decided to hide a little llama behind the cupboard actually. That was just because I didn't know what to put in that space, and since we were doing like a baby Yoda on the floor and like the outdoor retreat reindeer plushie on the ottoman in front of the bed, then I was like, might as well put a llama in the corner over there. So that's what I did. The community kind of liked it too, and we were doing it on stream, so that's pretty fun as well. Yeah, and this is a little corner beside the toilet door. I really like how the toilet turned out too. And then we proceed on to this little sitting area. I just think that it's a really comfortable looking space. And we have a little plant display shelf thingy that I just skipped over. Cluttering? Oh my god, why do I keep wanting to say decluttering? I'm cluttering up the space, Chermi. But yeah, that's what I did. Just lots of plants in this place, but I really like it. It's a really big room. I mean, like, it's not really that big actually, now that you think about it. It's still kind of, it's big enough to put many things inside, but it's still small and cozy enough for you to feel safe and warm in this place. Yeah, and then there's also a door that leads out to the outside, like a private balcony space. So that's for the couple that lives here. Oh, and I forgot to mention this build. It has only 1 bedroom, 2 bathrooms. I imagine that it's just like it could be an Airbnb that you can rent for one, for a vacation, because it's like in the mountains and stuff, or it can be like a vacation home for a couple, or it can be just a couple that loves living in the wild. It's definitely a place that don't get much access to civilization and urban things, you know. So that's kind of like the angle I was going for. And there's going to be an art studio space in the house as well, so that's gonna be nice. I don't know, it's just we just figured this out as we figured it out as we went along. And here you can see that the bathroom is done. It looks really sleek and nice. It's a 8x2, 8 tiles? Is it 8 tiles? No, 4x2. 8x2? 4, 8. Oh yeah, it is an 8x2. It's an 8x2 bathroom. And it's really nice. I don't know, it's like one of my favorite bathrooms that I've ever done. I should do that more often actually, that dimension for that layout. And this is the little middle room between the art studio and the master bedroom space. I didn't really know what to do here. I didn't want another living room here. It didn't really look that good. So I went for like a little lounge chair and a shelf area where I displayed a lot of different trinkets and books. And I assume that there's a lot of the other storage spaces for other things that you might need to store in those little drawers. I really like what I did with this Dream Home Decorator modular shelf situation, so that's great. And I do put a gramophone, is it a gramophone? A music player over here, and I hung a really loud painting over top, because I figured if it's an artist that's going to be living here, or like the people living here or owning this place might enjoy some art, so maybe that's like a really famous artwork. So that's hanging over the music player basically. And I really like what I did with this little art studio space. This this easel is not functional because of the high chair, the bar stool that is in front of it. So if you want to make this space functional, where you can use that easel, you can take away the bar stool and it will be functional because it's just blocking the way. But if you don't mind not using it indoors, there's actually 2 additional easels that's going to be outside in the backyard that you can use as well. So I got you covered over there. This room is just as a room that I put together interior design wise. Not even interior design, it's just like the cluttering and making it look lived in and stuff. I just really like how this room turned out really much. Yeah, so I stacked some of these cabinets together to make it look like some filing cabinets sort of situation, and I moved things around. I painted the walls white over here to kind of stick sorry, that was a burp. To kind of signify like a do you know like the white backdrop that you do when you're in the studio? If you ever seen a studio, like a photo studio, so it's kind of like that white backdrop that studios have. I don't know why I wanted that, but it kind of made sense, so I just put it there. I don't really think it does make sense for an art studio where you paint, but it looked good and it gave like the room a little bit more character, so I went for that. And this is the most unexpected thing that I made in this build. It is a mini golf course right in the middle, right at the front of the entrance to the home, because I didn't know what else to do here. I wanted to put statues on this raised platform that I made at first, and then my chat came in and were like, oh, this could be a nice mini golf space. And I was like, oh, okay, let's do mini golf then. So it's like a joint effort between me and my community on Twitch. So that's what happened. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done a mini golf course. I would have probably just put some statues on it and made it look like a walkable, like a walk-through gallery sort of situation maybe. But it's a really weird, awkward date space, so I don't really know what else I would do there other than display some things and make the entrance experience a lot more dramatic, because the entrance over there and the exit to the backyard is also over there as well. But right now we're moving back into the master bedroom, but working on the balcony outside. There's going to be a hot tub. There's going to be a nice little sofa area. There's going to be a meditation stool. You can definitely add in a yoga mat, which I don't know why I didn't do it, but there's definitely enough space for a yoga mat in this place. But yeah, hot tub, sitting area, meditation. Basically, I went for a little pop of yellow in this space and some colors. I do change up a little bit here and there, but I tried not to go too matchy with like the furniture, because I kind of wanted it to look like people that live here. They could have had incredible designers design this space, but you know, over years as they live here, they added new furniture and replaced old ones and stuff, and that's what happened, you know. That's the vision anyways, and I really liked how it turned out. Basically, there's a lot of like little cluttering situation going on, figuring out what's like the best clutter for the table, and then maneuvering it with like the tool mod and stuff to make everything look perfect in the right space and all that. So a lot of tool mod was used in this one actually. I need to breathe again. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you should probably leave a comment down below. I don't know. I'm just like, you know, I realize that I don't really know you guys very well. I'm pretty sure that some of you guys don't really watch my Twitch, but only watch my YouTube channels, and that's okay. But I would like to like get to know you and stuff, so leave a hello in the comments or something if you are listening to this, probably. And nice to meet you guys. Right, so you can see by now that I'm kind of marking out like the pathways. I've already lined rocks underneath the entire build, more or less. I'm going to do the front in a little bit, and I landscaped the entire area, and I'm really proud of this entranceway, walk up to the entrance stairway situation. It's one of my proudest areas of this entire build. Okay, I really just like this build very much, okay? But this is actually a really sparkling moment for my landscaping career in The Sims 4, because I always complain that I don't really know how to landscape in The Sims 4, and it's really true. I always don't know what to do, but I feel like this one, oh my god, when I was doing this on stream, I was complaining the entire time because I didn't know what to do. But the more I complained and the more I stuck to it, the more I did okay. So I was like, oh, it turned out okay in the end. So that was that. And then we decided to add some waterfalls on the side of this entryway because it's like, it kind of looks like a courtyard now. I wanted to add some benches actually, but I felt like there wasn't enough space for that in the end, so I just went with just waterfall and some of these planters on the side, some vases, and I kept it really clean and welcoming, and it just looks really, it has drama basically. This entry, you have to climb up the stairs, expert landscaping, and then you have to walk through like a lot of waterfall fountains to get to the front door. I think it's like a statement in itself, isn't it? But yeah, so there you saw I was doing like backyard stuff. I'm still doing backyard stuff now. This is where I have most of the skill building items. Like I kept some beehives there. Is that bee boxes or beehives? Bee boxes? Some planting pots. There's a bird feeder. I do add in a little stump there that I end up putting some gardening tools on. There is a handiness table. There's a chest table. Easels are coming in right now. There's also a barbecue pit, so you can also barbecue and have like outdoor food and hang out with friends outside in the nice nature, I guess. And this is the last room I think that we're working on. This is the little deck that leads into the backyard. And I decided to go for like a little bit of a sitting area, very simple, nothing much, because it's a little bit small. And I couldn't really do much, and I didn't really want like another sofa here facing the door. It was really weird, so I went for like a facing out sort of situation, added some clutter, and I added some red packets as well because I was doing this all throughout like the Chinese New Year period, so I was like, oh, let's add some red packets to signify that. So there we are for that one. And I do add some little vases and more floral stuff on this side, and then we're already at the end of the build. So thank you so much for watching all the way to this point. If you have, I appreciate you guys very much. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you loved it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
That is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. You are my world in every place. It's the things that you do, and it's the smile on your face. And as time goes by, that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. Always, yeah. You are my world in every place. Oh, it's the things that you do. It's the things you do, baby. can crack this window.